Yo, what is going on, everybody? So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 rarest cosmetics inside of Roblox Rivals. So this can vary from certain skins in the game, or certain wraps, or certain charms, because there is some wraps and some charms, and even a certain skin that are rarer than all the other cosmetics, just because a lot of people just can't get them, and a lot of people weren't playing when these wraps or skins were around. So without further ado, let's just get right into these rankings. So for number 5 on this rare cosmetic list, it has to be the day 1 charm. So I'm sure some people don't even know that this thing exists, but basically you got this code by redeeming a code when the game first released, and that code was just release in all caps. This code actually wasn't available for just the first day of release. This code was available for a little bit, like a week I think, after the game actually released, but Rivals still really hadn't popped off at that time. So this still is a pretty rare charm, and people who played during the first week might have not even known that this was a code. So this will probably forever and will always be the rarest code cosmetic in the game, since you can no longer redeem the code and you can no longer get this charm. And something cool about this charm is that it actually goes on every single one of your weapons. Let me just show you really quick right there. So the day 1 charm, if you want to represent your OG-ness, if you actually have this, you can. So that's pretty cool. But on to number 4. So at the number 4 slot, I'm gonna be putting the Nazni and the Sensei Warrior wrap. Basically, you get these 2 wraps from defeating, not just killing, defeating Nazni or Sensei Warrior in a match. So you have to win the full match to actually get this wrap, and it just goes on a certain weapon. This would be higher on the list, but there is rarer things that I believe have less copies overall, and they're honestly just harder to get. The only reason these are here is because I feel like the devs, they don't really play as much as they used to when the game first came out, because I do have the wrap on a couple of my own weapons. If I go to my collection here and I scroll down to here and I click on it, as you can see, I have Sensei Warriors Sensei wrap on a few weapons here from when the game first came out and I defeated him. Same with Nazni, I got it on a few weapons, so not too many weapons, but the devs, they still play sometimes, but not as much anymore, just because they are very busy actually working on the game development. So yeah, but if you guys ever want to try and get these wraps, Sensei Warrior does have his joins on most of the time. So if you want to sometimes stalk him, and he might be in a game, but Nazni unfortunately does not have his joins on, so his is a lot harder to get if he's not playing with Sensei at the same time. So yeah, those are the number 4 slot. So in the number 3 slot specifically, I'm talking about the Carbon Meister charm and the Tanker charm. So overall, most of these like YouTuber charms are pretty hard to get. Mine is definitely the most common, just because I stream a lot and I give away the charm a bunch. But everyone else's is probably still pretty rare, especially Carbon Meister and Tanker. So Tanker, I do not believe he really plays on his main ever. Like if you guys go to his videos, he's always playing on alt accounts. So I'm not really too sure how much he actually plays on his main, because he likes to do undercover and stuff like that. He just grinds on his alt. Like I saw him get like 10,000 kills or something with a certain weapon, and that was all on alt account, not on his main. So I'm not even sure if anyone has this Tanker charm on a gun, because I'm not sure if he even plays on his main. And then secondly, we have Carbon Meister here. So I actually do have this charm, just because Carbon played Rivals, I think for the first day. He never uploaded any videos on it, unfortunately, but yeah, I don't think he plays Rivals anymore. He might, you know, on his own time, I'm not 100% sure, but I did get this charm from killing him the first day the game came out, and he actually made a little appearance in one of my first Rivals videos, talking about, I think, buying the game passes. He was actually just in the lobby of that video, and people still comment to this day, does anyone notice the star creator there? So yeah, that's pretty funny that people always comment that. But yeah, his charm is very exclusive, and I actually have it, and most people do not have specifically the Carbon Meister charm. But most of these YouTuber charms are pretty rare. The Tanker and Carbon Meisters are definitely the rarest. So that is the number 3 ranking. On to number 2. So in the number 2 slot, this is an item most of you probably don't even know about, just because of how like rare it actually is and how many people don't know about it. And honestly, since it's a wrap, it's not really that popular, but this actually is a very rare item, and if you have this, you are very lucky. So basically what I'm talking about is the Groove wrap. So you were able to purchase this wrap when the game first came out for 100 keys. It wasn't like advertised as it was going to be limited, so no one was really going to spend 100 keys as the game was brand new and people needed to still buy weapons. So no one was going to buy a wrap for 100 keys, and it was kind of like hard to find in the shop. In my first ever Rivals video on the first day it came out, I made like a guide for the game or whatever, and I actually like skipped over that wrap in the shop and I didn't even buy it myself. So I hope they add trading one day, but honestly it's not very likely that they do that. So this might be the only wrap I never actually get inside of Rivals because it was limited, and all the other wraps I don't have are just from contracts and they're permanent additions to the game, so I can always get those at any time. But the Groove wrap will forever be exclusive unless they add trading. So yeah, if you guys have the Groove wrap, it's not even that bad of a wrap, but it's also very, very rare. So if you have that, congrats to you. But on to the number one rarest thing, or I guess rarest cosmetic inside of Rivals. And the number one rarest cosmetic in the game is unfortunately another item I actually don't own, but it is the RP key. So the RP key was available for a little over a month. It was also available when the game first launched, so I guess that's also a thing. And it basically is the rarest out of any skins for sure. Like, I guess compared to like the key scythe, like there is like probably like 20 times more key scythes than RP keys, just because like the key scythe was out during like the peak in Rivals players. And while the RP key was out, Rivals was still like very popular during that time, like the first month of release. But like people didn't want to spend 5,000 Robux on a game that they didn't know if they would play for a long time, which I definitely understand, and I didn't even do that. And it also wasn't marked as a limited time thing, so people just probably thought, including myself, it was just going to be there forever. I didn't even like think about them adding like other like key skins, which they've done now with the Keeper and the key scythe, I guess. And yeah, so that's another cosmetic I will miss out on forever. It has all the same effects that the Keeper and the key scythe do, like the sound effects, stuff like that. So it's just a really rare skin, and if you have it, you should be very lucky because it is the rarest skin in the game. So yeah, that is the top 5 rarest cosmetics inside of Rivals. I really enjoyed making this video because I like to do informational type videos, and maybe I'll make a video again like this like a long time down the road, because there has to be more cosmetics for me to actually make a video like this. But yeah, it was fun to make this, like I just said. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will be having more Rivals videos soon. The Halloween event will probably be ending in a couple weeks, so make sure you guys get your haunted chest, and if you're gonna buy the skin case, make sure you do that before all of that goes away. And maybe these Halloween items might be in a future rarest cosmetic video. We will have to see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.